Hi, my name is Abhi. I'm the creative director of Venba, and I'm here to show this off at the Nintendo event. Yeah.
Like a educational, cultural story cooking game. Talk a little about this game.
Yeah, so Venba is a narrative cooking game. It tells a story about Venba who moves to Canada in the late 1980s. When she does, her recipe book gets damaged, and as the player, you have to restore different recipes by playing and cooking different dishes. It tells a story about love and loss and how food means a lot to people, especially when they moved away from home.
And this spans time from it starts in 1988 and goes all the way up to 2000, correct?
Yeah, it goes all the way to 2000, late 2010s. So you can see how the family grows and changes over time, and their relationships to food is also different. And for example, their son gets very assimilated, and he has a much more troublesome relationship with their food, and that's why it's even more important for Venba to double down on her culture. Yeah.
Is this a personal story of like you and your journey through here, or is this someone you know, or is it completely an original story?
Yeah, it's not an autobiographical story or anything like that, but it's more inspired from the many families I've seen here. I feel like a lot of immigrant stories, they focus on the children's perspective, but looking at the adults and the parents, especially the first generation immigrants, I wanted this to be their story. Yeah.
The cool thing about your game is you actually have like info about the meals that you're cooking if you want to know more about it. Like, why do you think it's important to learn about other cultures?
It's not so much that, it's for us. When we were sharing anything about the game, a lot of people were super excited about the food, and they were like, "Oh, can I learn how to cook? Can I?" So it's coming from the players. They're asking for these information, so we thought it would be nice to have. And Venba is so passionate about cooking, so it fit very nicely. We're also excited to launch soon a recipe book that will be an accompany for the game, and then players can learn how to make these recipes themselves.
That's tough because game design's one thing, but when you get into like a product, that's an entirely different beast.
Yeah, so we had a lot of chefs that we consulted for those things, even to make the puzzles, but then to make the actual recipes, we did a lot of research, so we're very happy with that, yeah.
As an Indian developer, are there any challenges or roadblocks that you've come across for game development specifically you can talk about?
I think, when I first started to pitch this game, it was hard to get a lot of traction from publishers and stuff like that because it was very different and new to them. But once we got featured and we were able to show off the trailer, we saw that players reacted very positively to that, and that allowed us to break through any roadblocks. So we're very happy and grateful. Yeah.
Would this allow me to cook Indian food better at home?
We really hope that this inspires you to learn more about our culture and cook our dishes. Yeah.
When does your game come out, and what platforms are you aiming for at launch?
Yeah, we are coming out this summer. We don't have an exact date yet, but we're coming out on PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Game Pass, PC, and of course the Nintendo Switch. Yeah.